And I mean, for me, Westchester University, looking back on it now, yeah, I like did not, I wasn't doing well in school. Like dance saved my life. It saved my GPA because I didn't have anyone who was teaching me who looked like me, right? I was a young, at the time, gay kid and like had no one to talk to about those things. And I completely felt isolated and alone. Dance became the only thing where I felt safe and where I could fully express myself and where I could excel. When I was on tour with Lacage, I had a little bit of an awakening, and I was thinking to myself. Prior to that point in time, I was living my life as a gender nonconformist in New York City, right? Very much inspired by the downtown queer nightlife scene, club kids, drag queens, and just any and everyone was welcome, right? And so the more colorful you were, the more celebrated you were. And I definitely relished in that. And so I was thinking to myself that here we have a narrative about be who you are, I am what I am, right? But yet in Lacage, there really isn't a moment where we get to really understand why one of the main characters, Zaza, the headliner, Zaza, we don't ever really understand anything about her outside of this performative nature. So I felt that I was seeing, okay, it's okay to be gender non-conforming in the show, but yet like you don't have any lines. Then the main character, we have no backstory on, but all we get is this performative cabaret act, right? For 2.5 hours. And I wanted more. I was just like, but wait, I have a whole crew of people and we all have stories and no one's telling them. So I think it's not necessarily happy, but I think for me, I think it's important, right? So maybe another young person at a Westchester University who maybe feels isolated or alone or too afraid to sort of, present their real selves, their authentic selves into the world. Now they have someone who's making work that they can look at to identify with to then sort of either just be their authentic selves or if they want to sort of explore what that type of work can be for them. I often like to tell young dancers my story, right? Because I didn't go to a conservatory, and I didn't spend $400,000 on an undergraduate degree. I was very lucky in the fact that Westchester provided me, even with a minor, it provided me with the space to create. I was very lucky to have Gretchen who saw exactly what my future was going to be, and she just allowed me to have opportunities to have access to the dance studios on South Campus that weren't sprung floors, right? And it was just sort of like, here, create. Like, I was lucky to have that type of one-on-one relationship. And there's some programs that are conservatories, are Research One institutions where maybe those relationships aren't something that's a part of that program.